Simon McCarthy! I brought the family, ladies and gentlemen. I brought the family with me tonight. They're over there. It's nice to have your mum with you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is comedy with a message tonight. I'm just letting you know. I'm just going to send it now. Fucking bitch. Listen, before we go any further, I'd just like you to tell you, I'm expecting my girlfriend here tonight. Now, she's a big girl. Her name's Donna. Now, I think she's a bit shy of coming in her own, and I was expecting to be here. Now, perhaps someone could help us out. Perhaps you could nip out. Would you just ask for a large Donna? It's probably outside. Keep laughing. I think I'm good. The thing is with Donna is, like, she is a big girl, and the reason is because she used to comfort eat. And I said, darling, that's a fabric conditioner. Put that bottle down. To add to her woes, she's got a terrible, debilitating condition of tinnitus. And the thing is, she keeps asking me to marry her. And I said, darling, I thought the last thing you would want is another ring. But I'm back on the comedy circuit, ladies and gentlemen, after having a long layoff. I broke my ankle. I went to see a consultant. He said, keep it elevated for about 4 weeks. I was going around in lifts for the next month. They like that one. They come to every gig. How to get famous? Dead easy, yeah? Anyway, it's been a difficult day. I've almost been arrested twice. First time I was stopped by the police for speeding. He said, I'm sorry, sir, I've got to take you down to the station. I said, should we go in mine? It'd be quicker. Then I was in Marks and Spencer's. The woman said, do you want any cash back? I was halfway out the door with the till. This is true. I said, do you take plastic? She said, yeah. I said, here, well, these carrier bags do. Just on that subject, my father was actually allergic to plastic, and there was a time they were worried about me. They thought I might be a carrier. More about my health, I've recently had this terrible compulsion to go around interviewing people. They think this might be the early onset of Parkinson's disease. I went into a local restaurant and said, do you do takeaway? She said, yeah. I said, what's 50 minus 35? I went into Waterstone and said, excuse me, love, I'm not being funny with you. She said, yeah. I said, you see those Feng Shui books? She said, yeah. I said, I think they'd sell better over there. Just on that subject, if you are trying to create better energy around the home, try kicking your partner out. I've had a bit of a barren patch with partners as it goes, just lately. In fact, the only thing I've ridden lately is the clutch. No drivers in. I now adhere to the theory that opposites attract, because I always attract ugly people. My last partner and I were together for 5 years, so I finally popped the question, why are we still together? Things started going wrong when she wasn't able to have an orgasm during intercourse. She always had to use other means, like sleeping with someone else. She wanted to go to a swing club. I said, look, it's not really my thing, but we'll go. I got there and I got a terrible shock because half the place was full of naked people. I said, where the fuck's the Frank Sinatra tribute act? I'll give her one thing though, like most women, she was good at multitasking. For example, she could watch EastEnders and withhold sex at the same time. I thought my luck had changed when I met a nice girl at the airport, but I walked away and left it. Way too much baggage. I met a nice girl who lived on a canal boat. She wanted me to come away with her. I said I wouldn't touch you with a barge pole. I'm probably depressing you now about relationships, but I want to announce 2 new initiatives about sex and relationships. The first one is for the over 65s. There's now a new escort agency for the over 65s. They're still going to call it Ring and Ride. And the BBC are now doing a new series on sex and relations, like a daytime series, and it's based on the success of the cookery programmes. Now, the first one's for frigid women. It's called Can't Fuck, Won't Fuck. Anyway, I decided to go back to the supermarket. I got 15 quid's worth of shopping. I gave the woman a £20 note. She said, do you want any cash back? I said, yeah, I want me fucking £5. Then I went to the customer services. I said, see this milk, right? I said, I've bought this milk, it's expensive milk. Now, it says there, I said, I've had 1 orgasm. She said, that says organic, sir. I said, a bastard dyslexia. Similar thing happened when I was coming home from the pub. I went for a piss in someone's front garden. Copper pulls up. I said, what are you on about? I said, there's a sign there. That's perfectly legitimate. He said, that says to let, sir. Bastard dyslexia. I thought, fuck this, I'll get into acting, but that didn't work, so I had a terrible addiction to cocaine. Kept mixing up my lines. I ended up in a clinic, came out of there drug-free, then I ended up getting a terrible addiction to Christmas. I thought, I'm not going back to that fucking clinic, so I gave it up, cold turkey. I decided to, as terrorism is the new thing, I thought I'll apply for a job with MI5. I didn't get the job. Phoned them up for some feedback. They said, Mr. McCarthy, we've done some research into your history. We think you might be a mole. I said, there was no need to go digging up my past. Just on that subject, the Afghan terrorists have now got a new line in flat pack furniture. It's called Al-IKEA-da. I got an IKEA catalogue through the door, took me half an hour to put it together. And I think they should scrap Guantanamo Bay with all these prison camps, just put the fuckers in IKEA for a couple of hours, I'll tell you fucking everything. I made the mistake of going into IKEA for some light bulbs, 5 fucking hours. In the end I said to the assistant, have you got any screw-in light bulbs? She said, what? I said, have you got any screw-in light bulbs? She said, what? I said, have you got any screw-in light bulbs? Cow. Anyway, just do a couple of gags for the Irish. I am from a strong Irish Republican background. In fact, my father was at the 1916 uprising at the post office. Now, he was only buying a stamp. He went over to the missus, she said, did you get the stamps, love? He said, I did, but you wouldn't believe the trouble it caused. It's great being Irish. The reason it's being Irish is because, like, when you're growing up, you've got the security, the same security of Irish parents, and the knowing that whatever goes wrong, there's always a saint to intervene, yeah? Whatever happens. Even now, when I fly, my mum gets the St. Christopher medal out. She said, take that with you, love. I've absolutely no faith whatsoever in them autopilots. My favourite one was St. Anthony. Ever you lost anything, you'd say to your mum, Mum, can you help us? She said, pray to St. Anthony now, pray to St. Anthony, he'll help you find it. I said, wouldn't it be better if we just fucking look for it? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, you've been a lovely audience.
Give it up for Simon McCarthy.